So here we have it. After much measuring, I've finally worked out exactly where it's going to fit. What I did was I took measurements from the weld line and the weld line, and I also took measurements from the rib line on both sides, and then calculated both to work out where my central point was. I took my central point within my frame as well. I worked that out. I've actually got a little bit of document here which I was measuring and notes down on and such like as I was working through it. I then worked out for the distance from the back of the van to where the edge of the fan will go, because the edge of the fan is bigger than the hole is. So I then measured back 150 mil from here back, which gave us the edge of the flange. I then added on the distance for the flange, which then made it so I could work out where the center point was going to be by kind of overlaying the flange unit over the top of this, and now this is giving me my final hole ready to cut out. So that's next. Okay, you're gonna have to excuse the wind because today the wind has really kind of picked up, which is quite annoying, and the odd passing car. So I measured this out yesterday, and then I took a look inside, and it turns out that about here is the rib. Now it's there or thereabouts, and I'm really close to it, and I wasn't totally happy with that. So it works out that there's basically, it looks like this is where the rib comes out, and this is where the rib comes out as well to go through. So what I've done is I've moved the markings further back, and now what's going to happen is that the fan's end will finish here, but that's the top part of the fan, not the actual bottom bit where I've got to drill the hole, or cut the hole as it were. So here is where the new updated hole is, moved up just a bit, just so I've got enough clearance. In fairness, it actually works out better because it does give me more room for the solar to clear the chimney, which I've got to cut later on. So yeah, that's our next plan, is to cut this one out and go from there. So what I'm going to do prior to cutting out the hole is I'm just going to put a pilot drill in here. This part we're cutting out, so it doesn't really matter, but what I want to do is use that as a reference point to measure back to this line, and that'll give me the point inside where this line's going to cut, just so I can make sure 100% we are nowhere near this beam. I'm pretty confident, but like I say, measure twice, cut once. So to keep things simple, I'm just going to go 100 mil, make a mark, and then I'm going to just put a pilot through there. So there we go, there's the hole that I've drilled in the roof. Measuring back, it comes to about here, which is the edge of the hole. Then the wood surround goes on, which then gives me clearance away from this beam, which is super important, because if I end up too close, I can't get the surround on to be able to fix the fan to it. But at the moment, coming off that 10 centimeters, so it's about there, plus the thickness of the wood, I end up with a little bit of a gap, so that's absolutely perfect. And then going the other side, it finishes around kind of here. So again, enough space so we can actually proceed and do the cut. Back to the roof. What I've now done is made a mark here to give us the depth of the wood that goes around the inside, and in these here we're going to fill them with the mastic sealing strip so that it's evenly supported underneath. As much as you do it above, I want it underneath as well. Whether it adds any benefit I don't know, but it does mean that we're going to have a fully adhered surface both on the lower flat bits and inside the grooves. So what I'm now doing, I'm just going to make a mark here, 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 same on the other side. So now I know when I pull this back out, it's always a nice tight fit. That's the area I need to fill to make sure this fits. There we go. There's all the sealant on there. It's just a case of placing it in the hole. You get one shot of this because once this thing touches, it sticks and stays. Thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed the video, please do hit the thumbs up. If you are new here, don't forget the subscribe button and also the notification bell to hear when the next video goes live. See you in the next video.